Hello and welcome to World in 2 Minutes, keeping you up to date with the latest developments around the world. Let's take a look at this hour's top stories. Researchers at the Scripps Institution of Oceanography at the University of California found about 63 trillion gallons of water have been lost to drought in the western United States, enough to blanket the region with 4 inches of water. The researchers arrived at the conclusion by measuring the level of the Earth's crust with a network of GPS stations that is normally used to predict earthquakes. The bodies and ashes of 20 Malaysians killed when Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 was shut down over Ukraine in July arrived home on Friday, the first day of national mourning in the country's history. It was the first repatriation of victims from the flight to the country, which is still coming to the terms with the disappearance of Flight 370 and its 239 passengers and crew earlier this year. National Guard troops began leaving Ferguson, Missouri, in a sign authorities are increasingly confident they have quelled the worst of the violence. The protests had erupted after a white police officer fatally shot an unarmed black teenager. 2 straight nights of relative calm have created a sense of guarded optimism among some residents and officials that protesters over the weekend will be more peaceful. Sources said U.S. federal prosecutors asked how lawmakers attending meetings of General Motors Company participated in them and what they did afterward with the information that was shared during the meetings. General Motors had issued a report in June which detailed how for 11 years it turned a blind eye to an ignition switch problem linked to at least 13 deaths, but largely pinned the blame on what the report described as incompetent lower-level employees. And with this, we have come to the end of another World in 2 Minutes. See you in 2 hours. Goodbye.